When I set out to start this channel, I didn't think I would be reviewing so many podcast stations and USB audio interfaces, but here we are, and today I have yet another, a different one, a more robust audio card or USB interface than I've seen in the past, and one that I'm excited to take a look at. If you've watched any of my recent videos, I've been reviewing products from the company DG NOG, N-O-G, and so far they've sent me a podcast station, they've sent me wireless microphones, they've sent me a USB mixer that you could podcast with, which attached wireless microphones, and today I've got their sound card right here. This is a 24-bit 192K audio interface, plug and play. You can use this with dynamic microphones, instruments, record, upload, stream, all that stuff with this guy. And today I'm gonna open the box up, show you what comes inside, give you a quick demo of how it works and a sound test, and then let you know whether or not I think it's worth picking one up for yourself. Now, if you're new here, my name is Jordan. This is the Phase Reviews YouTube channel. If you're a subscriber, welcome back as always. Before we dive into this, if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, leave a comment down below if you are looking to pick up one of these USB audio interfaces, or if there's one that you already have that you really like and would like me to review on the channel. But enough about that. Let's take a look at this DG NOG USB sound interface. So we won't waste much time on the packaging, which is where I usually start. It's pretty basic. We don't even get the company name or a model number on this, but the box is a nice thick cardboard. It feels hefty and it's very well protected. There are a few features and specs on the side, which I'll read to you. This is a 2-in, 2-out USB audio interface, low noise microphone amplifier, high Z input for guitars and other high impedance sources, low noise design with extensive shielding, substantial and mini metal hardware, supports Type-C USB interface with PC and iOS, and then a 24-bit 192 kilohertz sampling rate. Okay, we've got a little kind of picture of the controls here, but we're going to talk about that in just a moment. So let me slip off the cover here, and once I get this off, I think we're going to see the first actual image of the interface, and we'll actually see the brand name DG NOG for the first time so far. It's not listed anywhere on the box. Now, we do have a manual, but this is really just kind of like 2 pages or a single page folded in half that talk about the features. They have a few diagrams of how you can set this up, but it's pretty straightforward, provided you've used something similar in the past. Now, in the box, besides the audio interface, you're just gonna get this little cable right here, and this is your USB-C to USB, and that's really all that's in here. The audio card and the cable, okay? So let's pull this out. Now, one of the highlights of this compared to some of the other ones I've reviewed lately is this is a very hefty metal, well-designed product. This feels, like something you'd buy at a retail place, Best Buy, Walmart, Guitar Center. It looks and feels like something, in a studio. So I like that, okay? We've got the logo right here on the top, metal design, nothing, fancy, not glossy or shiny or anything like that, but it feels good in the hand, and you've got some foam, or I guess rubber feet here on the bottom so that this doesn't slide around on your table, okay? Now let's go over the ins and the outs. We'll start on the back because that's the simpler section. You do have phantom power if you want to use condenser microphones. You've got USB 3.0. You can either power it from your computer or use a separate USB power block to charge this, and you can select with the switch which one you're using. And then you have your main outputs, which are 1/4 inch. I probably would have liked to see XLRs. That would be nice, but 1/4 inch, it's better than like a RCA or something. So that's good right there. Now on the front, we do get XLRs for our inputs. These are combo XLR 1/4 inch. They can be used for instruments or microphones, like I mentioned before. And then they have a button right here, high Z, which is how you select for your high impedance inputs, like instruments, guitars, etc. Next to that, we have a low cut button, so you can click that and they will filter out. It doesn't say at what frequency that filters. Let me see if it's in the manual right here. The low cut, 100 hertz. So if you click that, you won't get any low end. If you're using an instrument that doesn't really have frequencies down there, you won't get any like rumble or cable hum, which is nice. We've got 2 gain knobs, 1L and 2R, so the first channel and the second channel, or left and right if you have a stereo. These are very smooth. They don't have any sort of detent. They're continuous and they look metal. They may just be colored plastic though. We've got a few different buttons here when using this for USB. We've got loop back, which allows you to take audio from your computer or source and record it through here. We've got direct, DIR, and ST. I'm gonna double check on those, but I'm guessing that's direct and stereo, but let me see what we've got going on. Loop back the sound. Okay, we talked about loop back. DIR. Selector activates direct monitoring of input signals with 0 latency when engaged. And ST toggle signals between mono and stereo. And then to the right of that, we've got our main volume control right here, 0 to plus 10 or negative infinity to plus 10 dB. Again, continuous, feels very nice. We've got our phone volume because you do have a headphone output right here for monitoring. And then we've got a power LED, a plus 48 volt phantom power LED for each channel. And that is the whole audio interface. Like I said, feels good in the hand, feels quality, feels stable, but let's test it and see how it works. So I'm gonna put this stuff off to the side. I'm gonna grab my laptop because that's what we're going to record on. Okay, power that up. And then for our test today, I just have a dynamic microphone. This is a Shure SM48 because I'm too cheap for the 58. And then we just have a nice Pig Hog XLR cable right here. Okay, so this is like a situation where this could go in our one channel for a singer, and then their guitar could go into the second channel, you know, if you're just doing singer-songwriter type stuff. So I'm gonna plug this into my cable. And then I'm gonna plug the cable into channel 1. I'm gonna make sure my phantom power is off because this is a dynamic microphone. For the power source, I'm gonna put it on USB 3.0 because my computer should power this interface. And really all I need to do is just take my USB, plug that into here, USB power, and then plug this into my computer. Now this is plug and play, which is really nice. So no downloading drivers. It should just recognize it and start going right away. Okay, so I messed up. Of the two USB options, the 5 volt DC USB power and the USB 3.0, I had it in the USB power 5 volt DC. It actually needs to be in the 3.0. As soon as I did that, my computer dinged, it recognized it, it installed the driver. So make sure your switch is set to the right location. And I'm just using the included cable. I didn't actually need this USB-C to USB-C that I grabbed. Okay, so now I've got Audacity opened. I've got the microphone ready to go. I'm gonna hit record. I'm gonna set my main volume or main level on this guy to about 50%. And then I'm just gonna start bringing up the channel 1 level. Check, 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 1, 2, check, 1, 2. All right, where's my signal here? Looking for my signal. All right, so we've got to get the volume, pretty high there. Back it off a little bit. Check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. I've got to have the gain on this guy set at about 90%, and it looks like I'm getting a decent level now. So let me switch the audio from my camera microphone over to the sound card in 3, 2, 1. And now you're hearing the audio through the DG NOG Soundcard. Again, we can't judge it completely based on this because we've got like this Shure microphone and this XLR cable, but that is how you connect it. As far as my settings, I've got the high Z off, the phantom power off, and the low cut on. Let me turn the low cut off so you can hear more of the low frequencies below 100 hertz and whether or not it's filtering those out. I'm going to turn it back on now. Gain, like I said, about 90%. Loopback is off, direct is off, and stereo is off as well. Okay, my main volume is about 50%, and then that's all the settings. So this is just an indication of how quickly. So this is just a demonstration of how to set up this product. It really is as simple as plugging in the USB, plugging in your XLR microphone, and you're good to go. It does take a bit of gain. It may just be this microphone combo with a condenser microphone. It may require less of boosting on the volume knob. But regardless, I'm not clipping in the software. I can see. Hopefully the sound quality is good. You can be the judge for yourself with that. But if you just need a way to connect up a acoustic guitar, an electric guitar, a piano, plus a microphone or a pair of microphones like this to do interviews or podcasts, this is a solid option. It allows you to use the more professional, XLR Pro Audio components versus maybe some of the more consumer-focused USB models. And it's very portable. It's very well made. This would definitely stand up to going on the road or moving from place to place. And it looks good in this nice red color while doing it. So if you want to grab one of these for yourself, I'll include a link down in the description below. You can buy through there, support the channel. I would, of course, love you for it. And if you're not already, consider becoming a subscriber so you don't miss any reviews in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.